Hey Bees, I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and today's little DIY video is going to be a bit of a deviation from the sort of thing that we usually do. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to trim a full bleed printable down to size. So when you want to print something out and you want the picture to go all the way to the edge of the page, you probably noticed that your printer doesn't really do that. No matter how large of a print you run through your printer, there's usually a couple millimeters of white around the edges, and that's not ideal. So the way we get around that is by printing our full thing plus a little bit of extra bleeds off the edge on a piece of paper that's larger than the final product, and then we trim off the excess, and that way we end up with a final printed product that goes all the way to the edge of the page. But of course, we need to trim it, and we need to trim it well. Using scissors doesn't work that great, so I'm going to show you the quick professional way to do it with just a ruler, an X-Acto knife, and a cutting mat. So come on, let's get started. Trimming a full bleed printable down to size is really easy. All you need, of course, is your printable, and I recommend printing this on a relatively nice paper for nicer presentation. And make sure you let the ink dry so you don't smudge it as we trim. You'll need a good X-Acto knife and make sure it's nice and sharp, a cutting mat, and a flexible stainless steel ruler. I find that I much prefer the stainless steel ones to plastic ones, especially because they have, a little bit of cork on the back, which helps it not slip. You don't want to slip when you're dealing with an X-Acto knife, so these guys I like. The first thing you'll need to do is locate your crop marks. So each corner of your document will have these two crop marks, which of course mark this way and this way for where you'll be cutting. And you'll use your ruler to line up the difference between here and here and cut. So this allows us to not have to print a full crop line across, which means that you're not going to end up with any bits of a black line infringing on your final cutout. So grab your ruler, head over to the edge that you're going to start with, and line up the ruler so that you can just see the black line from each crop mark poking out. And then you're going to grab your knife, pop out the blade, and you'll be tempted to just start here and lop all the way across, but don't do that, because if you do, you'll cut off this entire strip of paper, which includes these crop marks, which we still need. So start about 5 millimeters in and slice across slowly, gently, and quite firmly. And I like to go over this twice just to be sure. Having a sharp knife here is really important to get a nice clean cut. So there you can see we've cut through, but we haven't cut this off. So now we'll go do the other side here. Now you can remove the bleed, and there you have it. So you can see that now all of our pictures and imagery go right to the edge of the paper, so that's called full bleed. And there you have it. There's your finished cutout trimmed printable. I love this little skill. It's fantastic for a great presentation of printed things, and working with the knife and the ruler and the cutting mat gives you much, much better results than you could ever get from working with scissors. So there you go. Thanks for watching. See you next time.